everybody, welcome back to Cards by the Hill. My name is Jane Hill. So I've got some more Fimo clay ideas. Just going to move my glass mat. So these are some moulds from Amazon, from China. If you saw my other Fimo clay videos, I used the Fimo clay to make some goodies myself, some donuts and ice buns and cakes and things like that. But these ones actually have moulds to make, is it macarons they're pronounced, biscuits, chocolate bars, cookies, and I think this one is supposed to be a piece of cake. Couldn't quite work it out, but they're very flexible, and you know, you can move the clay around inside easily. So we'll give these a go. I've got some of the Fimo that I used before, and we'll start with this one. So again, get some heat into it, move it around in your hands. You can buy the Fimo from most places online. It's easy to get hold of. You can buy it in store. I bought mine in the range, which was a very good price. I like buying it out of there. So I'm just gonna, piece by piece, warm it up between my fingers as we did before, and just push it in to the edges of the mould. And these are very flexible moulds, so you can get right in there up to the edge of the cake itself and layer it up until you feel you're right at the very top of the mould. And once you're happy with it, now I'm not going to bake these moulds in the oven because I'm not sure whether you can with these. They came from China through Amazon with no instructions. So I'm just going to pop it out, put it on a tray as I did with my other ones, and then bake it. And there we are. So that one's quite a good one. Then we've got this big chunky cake one. And I'm going to have to make a few, obviously, because you know I don't like putting them in the oven unless I've got a full tray to make. As if I didn't make enough last time. I'm going to have to come up with another idea of what to use them for. I really enjoyed making the Hansel and Gretel gingerbread house. That was a really good project to make. Really like that. Try and think of something again along those lines maybe. So I'm just building up layer by layer till I get to the top. Now I'm not sure whether I've got enough brown to fill this one, so I might have to put a layer of something else on the bottom. Just filling it up, and of course it goes out of shape as you push the clay in. You just push it back so it stays in a square shape. So I haven't got enough in there, so I'm going to put a layer of cream on the bottom. Might look a bit weird, but we'll see what it looks like. And again, I'm just going to add each layer. till I've filled it. Okay. I've bought a few of these moulds which have been sitting in the box, but I haven't actually tried them out. I tried my own version of goodies first, which I was pleased with, and I was making those obviously for the Hansel and Gretel house. There we go. So you just push it back into a square. Once you've got an even surface on the top and you're happy with it, pop it out, and then into the oven it goes. So there we go. You see, now I'm not quite sure whether it's a cake or what it is. I think it's supposed to be a cake. So it looks like it's got a bit of yellow icing on top, which is good. And then you can reshape it, of course, once it comes out. So it looks a bit more square. There we go. So that's another one. Now this one here, and of course you can add some little bits to the top if you want to, extra icing. Yeah, it looks a little bit browny on top because I had a little bit of brown mixed in with the cream, but I'm not worried about that. Right, and then we got the third one. So this has got cookies, a little biscuit shape with milk on it, chocolate bar half eaten, another biscuit shape there. This is the shape for a pretzel, and then we've got this waffle shape on the inside there. Now with this one, it's a bit different because you've got to make sure you get the clay right inside the edges. Nice even surface again, but as much as you can, stay within the edges, because this one's quite shallow on some of the goodies, and there's a cookie. But yeah, you see, if you look, these ones here, this one, the cookie, this one, and the biscuit, they're quite shallow, which means the clay wants to keep popping out all the time. Right, we'll do a milk chocolate biscuit, although mine's going to be orange, but it's just to demonstrate, to show you. A little bit more in now. So this looks like it could be either a chocolate bar with milk written on it or a biscuit with milk written on it. That's quite a good one. We'll do the half-eaten chocolate bar, which we can do as a milky bar, so we'll do it as cream. So yeah, if you're not confident enough to make the goodies yourself, you can always buy these moulds and have a go with the mould. I think I bought all three for £6, something like that. Let's just make sure there's enough in there. Here we go. It's a half-eaten cookie. That's a good one. So we've got the heart-shaped biscuit to do. Let's do that in a different colour. Let's do that in orange. And as I say, you can push down as much as you like because these are very, very flexible. Push up to the edges, pop it out, and there's your biscuit. Now, with this one, where it's got a little bit of a extra overlap, just go around the edge and tidy it up. Like that. Until you make your heart shape. There we go, so that's another one. We've got that little heart one now. So let's get the clay in. Push down. Make sure you get enough in there. You can always take some back out again. Here we go. Pop that one out. That's just a heart shape. And we've got the waffle and the pretzel today. Right, let's move on to the pretzel next. So we're going in between the sections there. Just make it into like sausage shaped pieces and follow it round. Make sure all your pieces are connected. I've got some yellow added with orange now, but I'm not worried. Fill it up as much as you can. Make sure there's no gaps. Otherwise they'd be inclined to break. Just follow it round, and of course you can go over the edges again and smooth them out, tidy it up. Add extra if you need to before you pop it out, to be sure that it's not going to break. And just work at making sure that it's filled all the gaps. So those ones are nice simple ones that we've done. Okay, and then I'm going to pop it out. There we go, there's the pretzel. I did show you in my video how to make a simple pretzel without the mould. If you find the mould too difficult. And just remove any little excess pieces. smooth it round. And of course these are mass produced, these moulds, so they're not all going to be perfect. So don't always blame yourself if they don't come out right. So there's the pretzel. Like that. Okay, and then we move on to the last one, which is the waffle. I'm going to do that in blue because that's what I've got most of. So again, just work it through your fingers. Then we're going to fill in along the gaps like we did with the pretzel. Try and stay inside the edges. Now with this one you're going to have to make sure every edge is covered and the clay is joined, otherwise it will break. You can just cover the entire thing if you want to, if it's easier, because you can always remove any extra clay afterwards. So let me get that in now and then I'll be back. Okay, so I decided to cover the entire thing because it just wasn't sticking. So I recommend covering the entire square with it, with the clay. And then you get the extra pieces to cut off afterwards, which is no biggie. Just around the edges. I'm not going to go in each square and cut them out. You can if you want to, but I think that's okay as a waffle there. So there we are. So that's the moulds that you can get hold of, just a variety. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a few more to fill a small tray before I bake them, because I like to use a whole tray if I'm going to make these. And then I'll come back and show you when they're baked. Okay, so here they are back out of the oven. As you can see, completely hard. Not bad at all. You can still see the detail in most of them. That marbled one come out quite good. The waffles. I did do another waffle, but as you can see, that one didn't come out very well because I didn't cover the entire mould with the clay. That's one of the biscuits. The cakes. So they came out different sizes. So I must have put more clay in one than the other. But yeah, not bad at all. As I say, you can buy those moulds cheaply on Amazon if you prefer to use those rather than create them yourself. And have a go. Okay. Alright then, so I hope you've enjoyed the video. I want to thank you, as I do in all of them, for liking, subscribing, commenting. Please continue to do so, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!